The Rug Rack and Home Decor, where knowledge and quality matter.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the ECR League Camping World Series Chase. My name is Scott Abia. I'm from the Broadcast Network, and we are here tonight at Talladega. This is the chase standings right now. We have Ronnie Norman in first, Blake Freeman in second, Douglas Hess in third, Tony Diamond in fourth, Jason O'Connor in fifth, Jeremy Rubin in sixth, and Johnny Smith in seventh. So this is the last race before the round of 6, which will be Martinsville, Texas, and Phoenix. So out of these 7, someone is not going to make it tonight. And I'd like to apologize right now. The last iRacing update killed all third-party programs. So right now we have no trading paints, so we will not be able to see everyone's paints for this night. And also, IRTVO is not working, so you guys will have to deal with the regular iRacing overlay, unfortunately. But I have tried to beef it up some, as much as I could, with time that I had limited. So let's go ahead and look at the race. As you guys can see, we are at Talladega Superspeedway. Is 2.66 miles. The current track temperature is current 103 degrees, partial cloudy at 78 degrees Fahrenheit, regular air temperature. The winds are at north with 2 miles per hour, and the humidity is at 55%. These guys are currently in the driver's meeting. We currently have 22 people racing tonight. Myself is on the list only because I'm helping with the caution clock, but 22 people for this. This ought to be a very good race. See, the pack times are in the very low 49 seconds, which for the trucks is really great. I do not have anybody in the broadcast booth with me tonight yet, so I'm not sure if that's going to change. And just a big shout out to Blake Freeman, Josh Sheets, and Jane Mead. Hello to you all. Welcome. And hopefully we can have a good race here tonight. It is 66 laps, and we will at least have one, if not 2, caution clocks if a regular caution is not thrown. The Cup race last night was 118 or 113. It was 113 laps. And that was about an hour and a half. And that was with 3 cautions, I think. So tonight's race should be very short, maybe an hour, 20 minutes, if that. really depends on how well these guys do. I apologize for not having an overlay. That is completely on iRacing's patch update. But I would like to give a big shout out to the Rug Rack and Home Decor. They are this year's sponsor for the ECR Truck Series. And again, this is a chase race. This is the last of the round of 8. And these next couple weeks are going to be great because coming down to the close of the season and not really knowing what to expect, we might have a different winner here tonight. And basically, what it comes down to, the ones that have not won in the that are in the chase, then they have to either win here tonight if they're really low on the list, or unfortunately be out for the next round.
Hey, wake up.
And I got an OES poke from Mr. Blake Freeman. And I was looking for Josh Sheets, but I'm not seeing him. I know he just got home, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to hop in here in the booth with me. I know Mike Voss was supposed to be in here as well, but I'm not seeing him. So it might be just me tonight. Maybe we'll have a few special guests if anybody decides to hop down. They're more than welcome to. And we have 2 minutes, well, a little over 2 minutes before qualifying starts. Any predictions out there tonight with the field that you guys see right now? I tell you what, running that cup race last night, there was a lot of front runners, and most of those guys are in the top 10 right now as far as the practice time goes. But that's, again, pack running. I'm really not sure what times they're gonna put down as far as qualifying goes, because it's single qualifying for 2 laps. Qualify for 1 lap, I'm sorry, because it's Superspeedway. And they only have 5 minutes to complete a lap, which for these trucks pretty much is enough to do 1 lap and then wait like a minute and a half for them to do what they need to do. And again, I know the overlay is not at all great, but it's unfortunately what we have to deal with. They're supposed to be coming out with a patch or a API coding fix tomorrow, but that doesn't help us here tonight. So hopefully when we broadcast next week, we will have our overlay back and be able to look professional again. And got a hashtag Sushi Nation, and again, hey from Jane Mead. I think Josh's mom might be watching too. I'm not sure. Right now, I've got 4 people watching. Quite all right, you know. I'm happy that you guys been sticking around here all season, and great to see this season come to a close in the next couple weeks. After tonight, we have Martinsville, Texas, Phoenix, and Homestead. So as you guys see here back on this page, that's after Phoenix, there'll only be 4, and whoever wins at Homestead, as long as they're in the chase, will win the chase. If not, they'll have to go down by points, but who knows? So next week is going to be the Kroger 200 at Martinsville with 140 laps, followed by the Longhorn 350 at Texas Motor Speedway with 103 laps, the Lucas Oil 150 at Phoenix International Raceway at night with 105 laps, and finally the Ford EcoBoost 200 at Homestead, Miami with 94 laps. And I've only been to Homestead once on the simulation, and I found it rather tough, so I'm not actually sure how well these guys are going to take it in the trucks. And these guys are qualifying right now. Let's see if we can find anybody on the track. Really hate not having the overlay program. See, I can't even get these guys on the screen for qualifying. But it looks like right now Johnny Smith beat John Schweikart by 400 of a second. Again, these guys only get one lap to qualify, so they really have to know what they're doing out there. Run that low line, run it right to the yellow line. If not, you're going to find yourself way in the back of the pack. Or some guys like to qualify in the back because they know, well, they don't know, but they have a feeling that there's going to be crashes anyway, so they take that into consideration. And like last night, it was basically like the mid-pack was crashing together, but we were all running hard, so it was a really good race. I mean, we had half the field gone about halfway through the race, but as I said, with all the different sets running out there, that was a very hard race. And hopefully we can have that here tonight. And Johnny Smith needs this win. If he does not win here tonight, he will be out of the chase. Or, if he wins, he's in. But I think if he still finishes better than Ruben, then I'm pretty then I'm pretty sure he's in. If not, then that's too bad. It really is. But the season goes on. That's why we have a chase. Less than 50 seconds now left for qualifying, and top three right now are Johnny Smith, John Schweikart, and Ken Worley. Let's go ahead and go down the list. We've got Nick Olson, Josh Susi, Luis Salmazo, Jeremy Rubin, Justin Bland, Jai Hatterick, Joey Stats, Douglas Hess, Michael Guidry, Ken Ron, Chuck Harrell, Jeremy Moss, Tony Diamond, Jason O'Connor, Richard Tusk, Blake Freeman, Rob Haynes, Pat Rusha, and Ronnie Norman. But Ronnie's usually one of the last people to qualify too. Qualifying is over. Again, I apologize for the overlay. Nothing I could do about it. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. I'm looking at my settings right now and they look good, so should be good. Again, we have no trading paints as well, so we are getting the whatever these guys have set for their iRacing themes, which as you see, a lot of these guys do have an iRacing theme, but it's only what's available. With the sponsors and the paint schemes and the color palettes and stuff like that, can't get fancy. Some guys have not gridded yet. So I could tell you, sounds okay. Thank you, Jane. So, as I said, John Schweikart was running really hot last night. He had one of the faster cars out there. So I wonder if Johnny Smith is going to be able to lead this pack, at least mostly of the race, or if John's going to pull up. These guys really want to stay in the pack. If not, you're going to get right in the back and lose any chance of winning this race. Pace car is off as these guys go ahead and start leading this pack in corner number 1. Sorry about that. That was rather strange. Don't know why it decided to disconnect. So iRacing's been really screwy with the internet as well. Pace car is in.
Green, green, green.
And we have green flag racing as Johnny Smith leads his pack on the very first lap. These guys keeping it real tight in this front pack here. And as you can see, the middle pack's already broken away a little bit. Hopefully they'll be able to catch back up. Or unless they're holding back and waiting for these guys up front to possibly wreck each other out. Set at 66 laps here tonight. And we got that inside line working all together. It was only Nick Olson and John Schweikart on that outside line, and they're not getting a real good push. I know Louise is trying to catch up to Nick Olson, but he needs that push from behind him as well, from Justin Bland, in order to get that outside line running. Now, running here last week in the trucks myself during the regular fixed races, that outside line worked as long as you had somebody there with you, and it worked very well. And as you see, we have your first lead change, ladies and gentlemen, with John Schweikart taking the lead from Johnny Smith. But it's really early. We're only on lap 2, going into lap 3. You got Luis Salmazo right behind the number 53, trying to push him up. Everybody's still running together really well, and it's looking good out there right now. A few stragglers up and behind. I'm sorry, wrong button. Going 3 wide back here behind Justin Bland. We got somebody in here that we don't see in here very often. It's Jamie Moss. He's in the number 17, and he's currently in 8th position. See, you guys can really see the work that's being put on here from these guys, trying to keep a little bit of air, keep a little bit of distance so their trucks don't overheat, but as well still maintaining that draft. As I said, once you're out of that draft, you're gone. See, you got a backpack here of about 5 people. They're not really drafting too much off each other, and you got a straggler right there in the middle. And you got Rob Haynes and Chuck Harrell back here running by themselves in 21st and 20th position. And we have the caution clock at 15 minutes and 26 seconds. These guys do not cause a caution. The caution will be thrown, and hopefully it will be the only one. But we have a good field, about 22 people here tonight. And as you see, Johnny Smith is back in first position. But again, that outside line is pushing really hard. John's keeping right up under Johnny Smith's bumper. 3 wide to corner number 1 on lap 7. Looks like the 47 got up in the wall a little bit of scraping. Kind of early for that, but if you're pushing that outside line and trying to keep your third line going, it's bound to happen. And it's the pink DuPont car of Susie Nation right behind John Schweikart. Trying to push John back into first, but you got Ken Worley right behind the number 75, followed by the number 11 of Jai Hadrick. And on the outside line right beside him, you got Justin Bland. Schweikart is back in first position. These guys keep changing positions like crazy. You're going to find that. I mean, as long as these guys keep it clean, you know, keep enough air so that their vehicles don't blow up, then you're going to see those position changes. Just like right now with Sushi being in the first place, bringing Justin Bland down on that inside line, cutting right in front of John Schweikart. I always love Superspeedway racing just to see these tight packs like this. It shows you, how hard these guys want to work together. to try to keep those packs. And you got to be able to trust the person in front of you and behind you to keep those packs going, to keep that draft going. Because, as I said, once you're out of the pack, that's it. You know, there's nothing you can really do. As you see, these you got this front pack of about 10, and then there's a break, and then you got a pack of about 4. So, you're going to run into that as we go on to lap 10, coming out of corner number 4. See, these guys are still running 3 wide, and John Schweikart is back in the first position with that push from that outside line, dropping down in front of Justin Bland. But 31, Douglas Hess, wants that position too. Douglas Hess is in the chase, and a win for him would lock him in completely. Oh, 47 getting down under the apron just a hair. Ronnie Norman and the number 25 looking up there as well. Ronnie Norman is your points leader and the only one really locked into the chase, because he's the only one out of the chase people that has had a win since the chase has started. But that's really not surprising. Oh, and taking it 3 wide again, trying to make that third line on the furthest outside work. And you got Susie trying to push Douglas Hess, trying to get that outside line working, but 2 cars together is not really going to work. You need someone behind you to really get your line working. The third person really get all that draft going, because as you see, they're losing it. You see Susie drop right back down. Justin Bland again, still getting pushed by the number 75. The number 10 of Blake Freeman is rounding out your top 10 right now, as we are on lap 12, and we have 10 minutes and 16 seconds left of the caution clock. Go ahead and do a blimp view real quick so you guys can see what's going on right now. See, from about 11th on, they are half a second, if not more, behind Justin Bland and John Schweikart right now. And I'm not sure if they're trying to play it out like that or if it's just an unfortunate thing. These guys in these trucks are heavy vehicles. For them to be pushing 3 wide, see, now they got that third line working on the outside. You got 3 people into it. For them to be pushing 3 wide like that pretty much this entire race is amazing. It's been a long season with these guys. Oh, Jai down under the apron, but not going to lose it. Going to try to come back up and try to keep it clean. I think either Richard Tesk and Jason O'Connor are trying to give him a little bit of room to come back up on the track. And John Schweikart is your leader once again. And these guys are running in the packs about 49.6s to 49.7s, depending on how many people they are trying to, get the pack with. That third line's breaking down. It's not working no more. They want to try to get back down onto that second line Two people aren't going to cut it. And I hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast out there tonight. Again, apologies for not having the regular overlay. And next week, we will have the overlay back for Martinsville. Hopefully, if iRacing fixes their stuff. And if anybody wants to give any shout-outs, go ahead. I will go ahead and shout out. I have the shout up right beside me. And said anybody wants to make any comments or any suggestions or any peaks of interest, anything like that. Anybody thinks that if Ronnie Norman's going to win again or if someone else different's going to take this. Because right now it's looking like Schweikart, but you got the 80 of Josh Susie right on the outside. And I know we have a few hashtag Susie Nation people in here. Oh, John's cutting up on that second line, pushing Susie up, leaving Susie by himself. That is not good for him. That's going to take him right out of that draft and cause him to go back. Justin Bland is your new leader, but Johnny Smith is not giving up. And you got the 38, Michael Guidry, right behind him, followed by the 47, and number 10 of Blake Freeman. 6 minutes and 26 seconds left of the caution clock. And we are lap 17. And I got a shout out from Josh Sheets. He unfortunately could not make it into the booth tonight. If he is able, he's still more than welcome to come in and spectate the race, see what's going on. If not, it's all well and good. We'll hopefully hear from you next week. Trevor McManus with a shout out to Blake and a shout out to myself. And I appreciate that, Trevor. Really do. And you guys are all great out there and really big racing family. So it's great to have all that support. And Johnny Smith is back in the lead, but don't give up on Schweikart just yet. A little over 5 minutes left to go before the caution. So I'm guessing they'll be like maybe on lap 22, 23 before the caution is thrown, if we don't have a caution before that. And it looks like the outside line of Schweikart, Justin, Douglas Hess, and 34 are trying to push that outside line, make that outside line work, and you guys can see they're no longer 3 wide. They're keeping it single file, not single file, making it double, and trying to get everybody together. We lost a few people, it looks like. So you got Chuck Harrell and the number 4 back here. You got Jai Hatterick and 54 Luis Salmazo running by themselves. Richard Tesk and Jason O'Connor running by themselves. 17th and 18th. 16th and 17th. Apology. Not sure if they got loose or if they're just been their time. But I know Jason O'Connor could really use the points right now. Between him and Johnny Smith, they are on the cusp of being eliminated. Oh, pulling out early. Pitting early. Pit strategies. These guys are pitting early. They trying to test that caution clock so they do not have to pit during the caution and maintain their position. They'll only go one lap down, but they will regain that lap once these guys pit. So, that'd be good on them. It really all depends how many tires they take, too. If they take only the outside, or if they take all four. Interesting strategies, though. We have 2 minutes and 37 seconds left before the caution. And we have Douglas Hess now leading. But Jeremy Rubin's on that outside. Yep, these guys are now a lap down, but they will get it back during caution. Jeremy Rubin trying to lead a lap, trying to get his extra point. Man, as I said earlier, this outside line is really the way to go in these trucks. For some reason, these trucks do not like that inside line too much. And as you see, most of the pack is on that outside line. Johnny Smith pitting in with 1:40 left before caution. And we are on lap 23. Said interesting strategies by these guys. These guys want to stay out, get their laps back, or get their lap back, but it will not put them in the front, it will put them in the back. But if they know what they're doing with their truck, they'll be able to get back up to the pack in just enough time to not have to worry about position. And if you're not running for the chase, I mean, it's really not going to matter for you entirely. It's just owner points at that point. And, well, you got your owner points, and you've got your, crap, what's the other category? Manufacturer points, between Chevy, Toyota, and Ford. "20 seconds. These guys will be on lap 25 when the caution clock comes out. Caution has been thrown. We have made the caution clock. And Justin Bland is your leader right now, followed by 53 Nick Olson, followed by the 47. Now, we will not have another caution clock because with 20 to go, the caution clock does come off, and these guys are going to make it past that because if you figure it's lap 25 now for the caution, and these guys, by the time the caution ends, it's probably going to be lap 26, not 26, 28 or 29. So let me go ahead and bring down a few of your leaders here. Trying to find them.
User was moved to your channel.
John Schweikar, welcome to the broadcast booth.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Not too much. You've been running quite hard out there tonight. What's going on?
Just having a lot of fun, man. It's kind of fun to get out here and play around with these guys and just come up with some unique strategies here.
Yeah, we had a lot of lead changes here in this first 25 lap.
Yeah, it was really good. It looked like a lot of respect. It didn't look like too much pushing and shoving, really too bad. I've seen it a lot worse, so I think that was a really good start to this race. Caution clocks would have saved it there.
Yeah, no, I had the counter going, and it was just enough for you guys to finish on 25 laps. So you guys will not have another caution clock.
We won't?
Nope, because another 20, because the caution clock comes off at 20 laps left to go.
Oh, okay. Well, that throws a wrench in it, because now I don't know if I have enough fuel to make it the whole way.
There might be a green flag pit. I mean, if not a regular caution thrown.
Well, I just don't know since I pitted early there. I think you can run 40, but I would just don't know.
If not, you're gonna cut it close. I mean, we were running. You could get 40 laps out of the Cup cars. I know these trucks are a little heavier, but you might be able to get that.
Yeah, I think that changes my strategy. I think I might just go in here top off and start in the back and see what happens. Although I know going back there, that's just asking for it. But just have to wait and see here.
Yeah, because there was quite a few of you that went in before the caution clock and went a lap down. What's the strategy behind that? Because you guys all have to start in the back.
Well, I mean, what my thought is I would pit right before that caution clock would come out, and then I would inherit the lead again, so I don't have to take any chances sliding through my pits or any of that stuff. But now if we don't get that caution clock back out, I think that changes the strategy up just a touch.
Yeah, because you guys are only going to have 36 to go, possibly, when it comes back to green.
Yeah, so yeah, you're definitely right. We won't have that clock back out. So unless a caution comes out from a massive wreck, which is always a huge possibility, we're going to go green to the end.
Well, let's hope so. Well, good luck out there tonight, and hopefully we'll see you back out front again.
All right, thanks, Scotty, and just want to say thanks to Scotty B channel for sponsoring this truck.
If only we could see it.
I'm sure. Oh, so you must be seeing the ugly green one I got.
It's like a light blue.
Yeah, well, maybe when trade paints gets fixed.
I hope so. Some of them loaded, most of them didn't. Alright, have fun.
Alright, thanks, man.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Jason O'Connor, welcome to the broadcast booth. How are you doing?
Hey, Scotty, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I noticed you and Richard are running just by yourselves in the way back. What's going on back there?
Well, we're just kind of staying out of the lion's den there and just kind of taking our time and riding this out and just being smart about it. And then, once we get down to 20 to go or whatever, we'll start hammering on her.
You guys are going to have about 38 laps left, I do believe, once you guys come back to green.
Yep. No, that sounds about right. So, no, we got a little bit. We're not in a big rush. We don't want to be in the big pack. We're going to have so, I don't know. We're going to see how it plays out, though.
Well, alright. Well, good luck to both of you. I know you either need to get a win or need to score pretty high to maintain your spot in the chase.
Yeah, do you know where I am, Scotty?
You are in 6th, I do believe. Let me go ahead and look at that real quick.
Thank you.
No, you are 5th right now. In Rubin,
Okay, so
you got Jeremy Rubin and Johnny Smith right behind you.
how much of a point lead do I have over them?
I have no idea on that.
Okay. All right, well, good. That's good to know, though.
Alright, well, good luck out there to you, and thank you for coming down to the booth.
Thanks, Scotty. I appreciate it. Watch this show. It's going to be a good one.
Let's hope so.
Yes, sir. We'll talk to you later.
Alright.
User was moved out of your channel.
Pace lights are still on. These guys are on lap 28. And Jeremy Rubin is your new leader. So we have Jeremy Rubin, followed by Johnny Smith, Douglas Hess, Michael Guidry, Jamie Moss, Ken Ron, Jason O'Connor, Richard Tesk, Chuck Harrell, Josh Susie, Jerry Stats, Tony Diamond, Justin Bland, Ronnie Norman, Rob Haynes, Nick Olson, John Schweikart, Ken Worley, Blake Freeman, Luis Salmazo, Jai Hatterick, and Pat Rusha. Actually, Pat is not even on track. Okay. So, 21 people are currently racing. Pace lights are off. These guys are doubling back up, getting ready to go back to green. They will be going back to green on lap 30, which will give them 36 laps of hard racing. Now, hopefully they'll be able to make it on fuel. Their tires are probably going to wear a little thin. The track is very hot. The air temperature is not bad, but the track is 104 degrees. So it's going to play a big factor, especially over that many more laps. As you saw, you only got 25 laps before the caution was thrown. So you're adding another 15 laps. Another 11 laps onto that. And that's going to make a big difference. And I'd like to give a big shout out again to the Rugwagon Home Decor, this year's sponsor. If we do go to another caution, I will be having a commercial. If not, I will try to play the commercial again at the end. And please check out the description for all the other broadcasts that this league does. On my channel, we have the trucks. On Iran Broadcasting, there is the Xfinity. On MaxB TV, there is the Cup. And then you also have Hell Yeah Racing, Cornerstone Broadcasting, and as well as Jason O'Connor's channel. So again, all those links are in the description below, and the pace car will be going in. And Jeremy Rubin's off, back to green flag racing. But you got Johnny Smith on that outside. Man, these trucks are so slow to restart, and look how much of a backpack there is now. So you see, these guys are split up like crazy. I don't know if it was a battery starter on them, or if they're just planning something. Most of these guys were a lap down. They did get their lap back, so that probably has a lot to play into it. But look at the gap now. And you get Johnny Smith trying to get his position back so he can win this. It's a huge, huge gap. I'm not sure what their strategy is, what they're thinking, but they better tighten up here real quickly, or else they're going to find themselves not in the top 10. Quite a battle going on in this top 5, and John Schweikart is in 5th position. He said he was going to be back up there, and he's got a little pack going between him, Justin Bland, the 96, 34, and the 75 of Johnny Smith. But Joey Stats in the 96 is trying to keep that inside line. There's only 4 of them now, between him, the 17, and the 47. The more people you have in the back, that better that push is going to be. But then again, more control is going to have to come because so much push, so much draft, and a lot of aero push. So now you got 17. Broke away from Joey Stats. That inside line, Joey Stats is underneath the apron. Not sure what's going on with him. Wonder why he broke away. Maybe we'll find out if there's a caution. Or maybe he's overheating. That could be a thing too. But these guys had, enough cooldown laps to not have their trucks overheat. Again, anyone that's joining recently, I'm sorry, no overlay. IRTVO and Trading Paints is currently not working with this new patch. However, OBS still stands because it has nothing to do with iRacing, just your computer settings. John Schweikart going back into first position, trying to get ahead of Johnny Smith on that outside line. And any twitchiness and stuff like that, that's all on iRacing. That's not the computer. Gotta love it. And now that outside line, part of them went down. You got 1 to 34 right in front of Johnny Smith. Now, 34 could use a win too. If Jeremy Rubin wins, he's locked in, and he's currently sitting low. So for him to have a win tonight would be good. If he wins over Johnny Smith, I do believe Johnny Smith is out. If not, it's going to really matter on points where the rest of these guys in the chase finish. And, oh, he's by himself in that middle lane. That's not good. That is not a good move on him. If you're going to make a lane change like that, you want somebody behind you or drop back into a lane as soon as possible. Man, this top three pack on this inside is going crazy. But now you have all these guys from 6 on back trying to catch up with 30 laps to go. You got number 3, Chuck Harrell up there now. You haven't seen him up front all night. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? No! No caution, apparently. Wow.
Alright, man, caution is out. Caution is out.
Okay, admin caution. Yeah, that was a dumb move, honestly. That screwed up quite a few people. Let's go back. See if this was netcode or just not giving room. Looked like a little bit of both. I'm not sure what Chuck Harrell was thinking on that middle line, but that's Justin Bland and Jeremy Rubin pushed them right out of the way. I think it had a lot to do with netcode, but I'm not sure how these guys are gonna put it down. We'll see for the EOL. See who it lands on. Remember, guys, if you get 2 EOLs during the race that you caused a caution during the race, 2 means you are disqualified. Pack them up, go home, come back next week. And it looks like all the lead lap cars are pitting. Probably a good strategy for all of them, except Johnny Smith. Oh, These guys are probably going to have all fresh tires and enough fuel to get them to the rest of the way. I'm not sure if Johnny Smith will be able to have enough fuel. Guess we'll find that out. And let's go ahead and go to a quick commercial break from our sponsor.
The Rug Rack and Home Decor, where knowledge and quality matter.
And that was the Rug Rack and Home Decor, located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. For any inquiries, call that 1-800 number or call their local number if you're located in Tennessee. Great products. I have a few of their products myself, a few of their rugs. Amazing quality and great pricing too. Go ahead and give them a call or visit them at therugrack.com. Let's go ahead and pull Jeremy Rubin into the broadcast booth.
User was moved to your channel.
Jeremy Rubin, welcome to the broadcast booth.
What's up, Scotty?
Too much. What happened out there? It looked like, I don't know if it was netcode or if Chuck was just pushing too much, but what was your take on that?
I think it was more of the latter. Chuck was kind of giving me a push, and then when he was pushing me, it pushed him in the middle, I guess, and started all hell breaking loose, and I was 5 points ahead of the cut line coming in tonight. So the guy that I was racing with is Johnny, who's leading this race, so not helping much.
How far did that put you back? Did you get a lot of damage from that?
A minute and a half of optional, so we'll see if this thing can do 180 miles an hour.
Well, that sucks.
Yep. Same guy all year, so, you know.
You know, and it sucks when you have, you know, people that are not in the chase.
Yep.
And racing like that with people that are in the chase. And it looks like Chuck was given the EOL, so he will be starting in the back.
Yep. Well, so if this thing isn't all that competitive, I'm probably gonna go out and start Ubering and make some money, because, you know.
Hey, I don't blame you there. And got a message from Trevor saying that wasn't netcode totally. Said Chuck drifted up.
Yeah. He drifted up into the car in that middle lane, and when he hit the car in the middle lane, he came back down into me, and then luckily I didn't hit the wall or anything, but we'll see how it is.
Well, hopefully you're able to still run. If not, well, maybe we'll look forward to you on Monday nights still for broadcasting at least.
Yep. Coming back next week from Texas.
Hey, it's gonna be awesome.
No, I'm still off next week again because they're not back till Texas. They're not racing at Martinsville, so.
Oh, we have another week off. Wow. Okay.
Yep. Xfinity will have another week off.
All right. Well, we'll hopefully talk to you again soon.
Yes, sir.
User was moved out of your channel.
Man, that really does suck for him being a chase contender and really needing the points, if not a win. But, you know, who knows what's going to happen. Hopefully he can get his damage fixed. Let's see where he's sitting at right now. The pace car lights are out. It's not showing me how many laps he's down. He may not be down any. He may have came back out just enough time to be on the lead lap. So, who knows? And they're going to come down to 26 laps to go when they go back green. And they will be doing that. They are on the backstretch right now, getting ready to go into corner number 3. And Johnny Smith will be leading on your inside with John Schweikart on the outside. maybe that will be the only caution. As I said, 26 laps to go. Hopefully these guys keep their heads together. Try not to push 3 wide if they don't necessarily have to. Pull stupid moves. And, finish this race. And, have those who unfortunately do not have enough points be eliminated from the chase. Which will only be one person, but, it always sucks to be that person to be eliminated, especially if you've had, a good season, a hell of a season to be in the race, in the chase itself. Pace car is in.
Green flag.
And green flag racing. These guys really want to stay bundled up together as much as they can, giving, if they have any damage or not. But they shouldn't, unless they got caught up in that wreck. But I think it was only Justin Bland and Jai and Chuck that actually got caught up into that. Man, these top 10 are really keeping it together. And I'm not sure, but as long as their truck's cool enough, I think they might be able to stick together like this for the next 25 laps. Oh, a little bit of blinking going on. It's never good to be a blinker, especially when you don't have any turn signals. Turn indicators. And honestly, for a simulation like this, where it's connected all across the nation, all across the world, where you have people racing together, worldwide, to have a steady server being able to keep everybody connected with little amounts of lag is an amazing accomplishment. I mean, granted, yes, this has been out for 8 years, but, in those 8 years, the system's come a long way, the servers have come a long way. You still have your few glitches, like you got the aid of Susie, hashtag Susie Nation, blinking in and out, but, and the other big thing is the net code. You only have a certain amount of space that your truck or car, depending on what you're racing, takes up on the track, and the netcode issue is that if somebody is seen inside your bubble, basically, it will cause you to spin out or cause both of you to crash. Granted, you may not have even touched each other, but that bubble gets popped and shit happens. And now you got John Schweikart back in the lead. Oh, Ken Worley trying to go for that outside with a 53, and Douglas Hess, but Douglas Hess got pushed back out. They're trying for a third line. I'm not sure if they're going to make it happen. Nick Olsen needs to drop back down in there. Just as I said it, he drops right back down. And again, Johnny Smith is your new leader. Lots of lead changes. Saw that last night in the Cup cars as well. A lot of lead changes. It's very easy to do in a race like this at Superspeedways, where everybody's drafting off each other, pushing off each other, and every point counts. Whether or not you're racing for the, for the chase definitely is a major thing. But owners points, if you can get if you get your car that you own or truck that you own, the extra points by the end of the season, that's it's a big plus for you. Because we have the chase points, the owner's points, manufacturer points, all played into key as far as the end of the season goes. Currently, our website is down for ECR, and we have another lead change. John Schweikart dropped down on the inside in front of Johnny Smith. But currently, our website is down, or else I would show you the breakdowns right now of the different point standings between the manufacturers and owners' points. change of view real quick here, see what these guys are doing. Johnny Smith is getting up all inside that bumper. Mr. John Schweikart. Almost like he's driving a Prius with that color, but I know he's not. I know he's running the Broadcast Network racing scheme that him and Spartan Racing made. Unfortunately, again, you know, with trading paints being down, can't really see it, so only a few trucks are loading for whatever reason. See how close these guys are running, and you know, even this outside line pushing like that, you can see how much 99 at Ken Worley is getting up there. And nobody's really being left behind. This backpack of the four is starting to work again. I thought I just saw a Trump sticker. I did, the 96 with the Trump vehicle. I'm not sure if he made that paint himself or if he pulled it off Trading Paints. But there was also another truck made with a Trump paint scheme, but as I said, Trading Paints, lack of, just not able to see it, so hopefully at Martinsville we'll be able to see everything. Three wide now, going into corner number 4 and lap 48. These guys are now pushing hard as they can. Less than 20 laps to go now. Ah, I hate that. Sorry. A little bit of bumping. Luis Salmazo in the 38. On that third line on the outside. As I said, these guys are pushing. Apologies for my start menu coming up. I'll be glad when they fix this. And now the 80 of Susie Nation on the inside for the lead. But you can't count anybody out yet. Now, Johnny Smith is back in 5th. Not sure what really happened there, and hopefully he can get back up there. He really needs this. But the only one running right now in that top 5 for the chase is Johnny Smith himself. So kudos to him, because right now he's in last as far as that goes. John Schweikart back in 1st, but Jai Hatterick's going in on the inside. And Johnny Smith's trying to get back on that outside line, looking for a push from John Schweikart. Not sure if it's going to happen. Looks like Johnny Smith is back in the first position. Sorry I'm staying quiet, trying to focus on this. Really good racing out here. Really great racing out here. Lap 52 of 66. Hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am, and I know these guys are loving this truck right now with these trucks. And Johnny Smith again in the first place. You got cart down on the inside line. That dogleg, that front stretch, you do not want to get up under that apron or it will suck you down. Plus, as a part of where that corner bends on the front stretch, right in the middle where it bends, if you're on that very inside line, it will pull your wheel. There is a crack right there, and it's a change, and it's also going to be from the rubber from the tire. Oh, another person down under the apron. Keep it together, guys. Keep it together. We're on lap 53, going into 54, and John Schweikar is your new leader yet again. Man, oh man, oh man. But you got Luis Salmazo on the outside trying to push Johnny Smith back up there. Really great racing from these guys out here. I'm not sure why Douglas Hess is going on the outside. Maybe he just lost his position or got a little loose. I'm not sure if Richard Tesk and Jason O'Connor's going to let him down in. I think they might. $11 laps left to go. I hope this racing is as good next week as well at Martinsville. Flat track, short track, we've already been there once this season, very early in the season, and actually, if I remember right, that had 0 regular called cautions from iRacing or the admins. It was all caution clock cautions. So I do believe that was the race. We've had a few of them this year. We got a wreck. Number 38 is in the pits, and no caution was called. That is unfortunate. 38 was running pretty hot out there tonight too, and 53, Nick Olson jumping on that outside line, jumping up on the bandwagon. And you got John Schweikar and Jai Hatterick running neck to neck as we go down 10 to go. You got the number 3 Chuck Harrell up there now. Now, Johnny Smith is supposed to have a yellow number. He didn't have enough time to change it. And once you're into the session, you can't go back out and change it because it saves your session ID. So, unfortunately, that locks you in even if you try to change it after. Got 2 people on the outside line, the 80 and the 53, very far outside. Not sure it's going to work for them. I don't think it will. They're going to have to drop back down on that second lane. And you got Jai Hatterick pushing the number 1 of John Schweikart on the outside. But you got 96 and number 3 trying to get on. Oh, John dropped down low. taking away Chuck Harrell's chance of leading in this race and getting an extra point. Oh, and now Johnny Smith got pushed on the outside lane. If he can get back in there on that inside lane, or not the inside, but at least the middle lane, he could still have a chance getting a top 5. Ronnie Norman sneaking back up to the front pack. Guy who's won the most races out of this season. He's won over half the races this season. Just sneaking back in there with less than 10 laps to go. Oh, Chuck Harrell under the yellow line. That'll put him. Oh, we got a wreck. Oh, no. Whoa, number 1 of Schweikart. Oh, man. Oh, will this be a green-white checkered? Holy crap. Let's go ahead and take a look to see exactly what happened. Okay, so Chuck Harrell drops down low. And John gets pushed on that outside. Just one thing right after another. Chain reaction. That's all it took. Oh, man. Oh, and also took out one of the Hell Yeah Racing vehicles. And that would be Richard Tesk. Now, Richard Tesk was driving for Josh Sheets here tonight, which is unfortunate for him because his running mate there, Jason O'Connor, were running together all night tonight. That is just an unfortunate mess. But that was the big one. I mean, we're on lap 60 of 66, so it's gonna be interesting to see who takes home the win here tonight. I don't think any of these guys are gonna pit either. See if I can pull down Richard Tesk real quick.
User was moved to your channel.
Richard Tesk, welcome to the broadcast booth. You got in a little bit of predicament there tonight.
Yeah, I'm pretty annoyed to be honest.
Yeah, because
Me and Jason, we were just starting to make moves, and you know.
yeah, I see you guys are just coming back up to that front pack, and it's just a huge mess up in the middle of the pack there, and that's very unfortunate for you.
Yeah, we'd said like 2 laps before that we were going to start pushing, and yeah, I knew something was going to happen, but I thought that we got past it, but John came up, but there wasn't a lot that he could do, so.
Nah, he was cartwheeling. There was really nothing he could do.
Yeah, he wasn't cartwheeling for me. He just came straight back up the track. But
Yeah, I think he was trying to keep his traction as much as he could, but with the heat of the track and the wear of the tires, he really can't.
yeah, I mean, it's a shame. Hopefully, Jason has some other people to work with.
Well, hopefully we'll see you back here next week. Any idea who you might be covering for next week?
I won't be running next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Martinsville.
Oh, no, I don't blame you. I do not like short tracks myself.
Yeah, plus I won't be able to get the practice in because I lost quite a lot this week with Talladega.
Oh, yeah. Well, alright then, Oh, go ahead.
How's the broadcast going?
Go ahead.
How's the broadcast?
Good, other than not having an overlay.
Yeah, that's a shame. I mean, some people's paints have started coming back for me.
Very few, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, they've been popping in during the race.
So, well, all right. Well, hopefully we'll talk to you not next week, but the week after.
Yep. See you later.
See ya.
User was moved out of your channel.
And that was Richard Tesk. Unfortunately, he got caught up in all that crap. And it looked like Ronnie Norman was given the EOL for that. Ooh. A number one person in the chase given the EOL will be starting from the back as we are on lap 62 of 66. So I think these guys will be doubling up, and I think we might have a green-white checkered. See if where Johnny Smith is.
User was moved to your
Johnny
channel.
Smith, welcome to the broadcast booth.
How we doing, Scotty?
Pretty good, pretty good. You've been having one hell of a race out there tonight.
Aha, I'm going to drive the wheels off this truck. I just told Jai, the owner, that either it's going to be in Victory Square or I'm going to bring the steering wheel home to him.
Right? No, I mean, with the position changes and stuff that's been happening out there and a lot of hard running from everybody, it's going to be really interesting to see where people land with those last 3 laps of the race.
Yeah, it is. You know, I stayed out to try to get the most laps led a lap, and trying to get all the bonus points I can in case we don't bring this home in first to get in. Hopefully we'll have enough to make it in on points.
I think right now, maybe, I think if you land in behind Jai, I think you'll make it.
Well, we ain't going to worry about that until if I don't win.
Yeah, but I think you'll have enough points. As long as you beat Jeremy Rubin, I think you'll have enough points to still make it.
I think it's like 7 trucks, but with the bonus points, it might be a little less, so we'll see what happens.
All right, well, good luck out there to you, and as you guys go back to green.
Thank you, man.
User was moved out of your channel.
Now, it would be unfortunate to see him not be able to maintain the chase position, or at least stay in for the next round. If he doesn't, well, then he showed that he had a very good race out here tonight, swapping positions like crazy. These guys are going to go back to green on lap 64, 66. It will be a green-white checkered. Something that iRacing themselves have not implemented. I'm not sure if that's coming down the road. Right now they're working on having your hands overlay. Most people don't run with their hands on their steering wheel anyways when they're racing. But that's just another thing they're working on besides the big dirt update, which I mean, yeah, I'm happy that we're going to get dirt, but I think it's going to get old quick, especially from the videos that they've been sending out, showing what they've been working on. But that's just my opinion. Myself, I love oval racing. I love the NASCAR style of racing. So, but again, that's my opinion. I'm not sure what your guys' opinion on that is. Pace cars going in. And we are back to green flag racing as Nick Olson pulls away from the pack a little bit. He does not want to do that. We are on lap 64, 66. I mean, yes, you want to keep your lead, but you don't want to space yourself too much. That's going to screw you over in the end. And a lot of these guys are really spaced out now. It's really going to come down to this top pack right here of 7. Oh! You do not... Whoa! No, no, no! Keep it under the... Oh, damn. That sucks for Susie. I know, oh, that puts Jai right in the lead, and nobody's behind Johnny Smith. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh, I was wrong. It was not green, white, checkered. It was green, 2 laps green, then white, checkered. Jai is your new leader. They're pushing. These guys are really pushing. They want that win. Coming down to the point right now. Man, Johnny Smith could really use some work on that outside line. They could all work together. And wow, Blake Freeman's coming up. He wants that outside line as well. White flag. Man, oh man, oh man, who is it gonna be? It's gonna be Jai or is it gonna be Blake? Or is it gonna be that outside line? The very far outside line of Johnny Smith. Ooh, ho, 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 ho. And it looks like Blake Freeman. Holy crap. Very, very awesome race out there, guys. And Blake's getting spun out by 53. There is no need for that. No need for that after the race. Hopefully, yeah, Blake's still out there, so he's going to do his victory lap and victory spin out. So, tonight's roster, tonight's winners are Blake Freeman, Jai Hatterick, and Justin Bland. Let's go ahead and bring them down.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Justin Bland, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Congratulations on getting third place out there tonight. It was a hell of a race from all of you.
That is probably the hardest I've raced at Talladega in a long time. Man, me and Blake got hooked up there at the end, and we were able to push really well, and I was able to get him out front right there at the end. So I was surprised. I didn't think I had much left in the tank. I got involved in that wreck with Chuck about 30 laps ago, and it was hard to stay in the draft. But once me and him got hooked up, it was game over.
Man, that's awesome for really awesome for you guys out there. Very hard racing, as I said. It's I know these guys left it out in the audience, and hopefully next week we'll have everything working again with the overlays and the trading paints. So.
Heck yeah, man. Next week's is definitely a good track. I'm really excited for it. I swept the weekend last time we came here, so looking forward to Martinsville. Want to get a good run in both series, so definitely looking forward to being back next week behind the wheel at 65.
Awesome. Well, hopefully we'll see you up in the podium again.
I sure hope so. Sounds fun to me.
User was moved out of your channel.
Jai Hatterick, do you got a copy?
10-4, what's going on, man?
Not too much. Congratulations on second place out there. Hell of a run from you as well.
Yeah, thanks. I thought we had a chance at it. We restarted with second, fourth, and sixth place velocity racing, so I thought we were gonna have a really good finish there. But I really can't complain with second place.
No, I mean it's really gonna change the standings a little bit, especially for points.
Yeah, I was trying to get the 75 truck into the victory lane, but things just didn't work out. I ended up touching the wall and losing spots.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate for him. Hopefully he's still able to make it.
Yeah, we're not sure yet. I'm not sure.
And we'll have those results next week anyways for anybody that's watching tonight.
Yeah, that was a good finish by everybody. We had a strong push at the end. I didn't think we were gonna make it as far as we did, but I thought I could take Blake. He ended up beating me by half a truck.
Well, hopefully we can see you out there in the podium again next week.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
And the winner of tonight's event, number 10 of Blake Freeman. Do you have a copy?
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Do I? Hell yeah, man.
That was an awesome push by you. You were running like the top 10 pretty much all night, and then these last few laps, 10, 20 laps, you were really pushing it up there. Man, hell of a run from you as well. Everybody, I mean, great race all around.
Yeah, man, you're not lying there, man. All night long, dude. We had, 2 cautions all night. You can't complain about the racing we had tonight. It was just a smooth racing, man, and I got to thank my buddy Justin Bland for pushing me there at the end, man.
No, it was amazing. I know you haven't had a lot of wins here this season, but you've had a few podium finishes. I know that.
Yeah, for my first win and it being at Talladega and me being from Alabama, man, it means the world to me. We're advancing in the chase. Can't complain about that. We tried to work with Ronnie and Justin all night, and we had a good game plan going into the race, and we stuck it out. Justin was there to help me push me at the end, so a big shout out to Justin Bland, man. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. Jai, he raced hard and clean all night. The 75, tough break for him. I know he needed a win, but he's still close on points, so I'm not sure if it's going to be the 75 or the 34 or Jeremy Rubin that gets cut off tonight. So, there's a lot at stake in this race. I'm just glad we was able to come out on top, man.
It's gonna come close, and hopefully we'll find out. And we're looking at the chase standings right now. Your name will be changed to yellow for the next round of 6, which is Martinsville, Texas, and then Phoenix.
Yeah, I can't wait. Texas is gonna be my best track going into the next series. But we're chasing Ronnie Norman here, so it's his chase to lose, and we're gonna be there. I know Douglas Hess is ready. There's some other guys, man, that's gonna be real tough. We're looking forward to it. We're gonna practice. We're gonna be ready.
All right. Well, hopefully we'll hear from you again next week.
Hell yeah, I hope so too, buddy, man. We appreciate you putting on the show. Hope the fans that are the guys that actually watched the race, man, hope they enjoyed it, man. It was one hell of a show. It's fun to be a part of it. I led the one lap that counted, and that's all that matters to me.
And we got a word from Trevor saying you're the man, and he woke the whole house up when he was celebrating your victory.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it, Trevor. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the truck. BNR, Bump and Run. We've ran strong all year. Thanks to Trevor. It's his truck. You run in the series with us in BNR, so you know how we do. It's a big family. But like I said, big shout out to Justin Bland, Ronnie Norman. They helped me tonight a lot. So big shout out to those guys. BNR, ECR. Appreciate everything, man.
All right, awesome, and thank you again. And I'm gonna go ahead and move you back up real quick.
Thanks, man. You have a good night.
You as well.
User was moved out of your channel.
And what a good show out there tonight. Absolutely loved it. Again, thank you for the Rug Rack and Home Decor for sponsoring this year's truck season. On behalf of the Broadcast Network, I am Scotty B. And I am signing out tonight. Next week we'll be back same time, same place, 8:40 p.m. Eastern Time. It might be 8:45 depending on if I get everything set up correctly, but we will be at Martinsville. Hopefully we'll have a regular caution-free race. If not, stuff's going to happen. So we'll find out next week who has made it into the chase. And I hope you guys all have a great night. And thank you guys for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. Get this league out there for next year's season. And if you want to be a part of next year's season, find these guys on the iRacing website. Just search for the Elite Championship Racing League. We have, I think, 80 members right now. It might be less than that. But, if you want to be a part of the truck season, their upcoming dirt season, the Xfinity, or the Cup season, go ahead and look for them on there. And you guys all have a great night.